Hey guys, what's up? It's Ender, and I made a boat. Now, if you recall from my first video, I made a little dinghy, somewhere over there actually, although it couldn't really go anywhere because of the thruster on the back didn't work in atmosphere. Now, I've found a fix for that by changing a couple of numbers in the game files. Shout out to Ishled, who was the one who found this. So now this boat can go, or at least it would be able to go if I could just actually get into it. 1 second, let me just replace this cockpit block thingamabob. And still does not let me get into it. This is not really good. Am I going to have to do this? There we are. So now I am in control of this boat. Some textures are not so good. I think that's because I'm pushing my computer's graphics to the limit because I've got ray tracing and stuff on, which looks very nice. Yep. Yeah, I think it like comes through the glass, or not glass. This isn't glass. It's just a catwalk block thingy. Peeks through a bit here and onto the floor. It looks lovely. But let's do some boating. I've got one ion thruster on the bottom, and yeah, we're only going like 3 meters per second, it's not very fast. So let's see if we can go a little bit faster. Get a thruster, and let's get a bigger thruster. Let's put 2 more on just for now. Of course there's no limit to how many I can put on, but eventually looking a bit more like a spaceship rather than a boat. Now I can't get into it again. So now I'm going at 4 meters per second, which is slightly faster. But it seems like there's a lot of drag and you can't really like go very fast. I mean, if I do this maybe. But what really matters is that I'm in a boat on the water, boating around in Space Engineers 2. So I was looking at this planet from orbit, and then I noticed this thing. Looks like I found a rift in space and time, or is this a river? Now, if you recall from the last video, the terrain of the world isn't from the game file itself, so it doesn't match up with whatever SE2's planets might look like. However, this right here might. What is it? Looks like a prototype river. How high are we above the water? This should hopefully be good. Oh, bit of a big fall. Oh dear. Ah, I forgot to actually enable block grid interaction. There we are. Right, now my boat should be able to float. No. Okay, so it seems like block grid interaction does not work at all with this water, or at least not right now. Maybe I'm missing something in the dev menu. If anyone knows, then let me know. So it seems like there's a massive hole in the water there, so let's see what happens if I drive my boat into that big hole. Here we go. Oh, no, it actually is doing something. Looks like I am going down a bit, but not very fast. You can see the water's kind of flowing. Right, so one of the things that people might have had a bit of a confusion about is like crush depth. It doesn't seem to be in the game at the moment. One thing that people might have mistaken for crush depth is the ocean damage stuff. Like there's submerged threshold, velocity threshold, damage multiplier, deformation, but I think that's literally just to do with hitting the water like that. You saw that the front of the boat broke, and now my thrusters broke. More so is breaking if I hit the water pretty hard. Yep. And if I do this, see if I can do something to that mast. Yep. Everything's exploding, and the game crashes as well. Lovely. So let's have a look at these waves. I'm not sure if they actually do anything. Yeah, tessellation definitely looks like a lot nicer, more realistic water. Change some of the factors. So you can make it render really weirdly. That's the parallax. Where's the tessellation wave rendering? Foam, that's nice. Oh, here we are. So we have a perfectly still water. And if you know anything from geography, the fetch is like the affects like the size of the waves. So hopefully we get big waves if we do that. Okay, so it seems like... Are these waves real? I think they are, but... Oh, yes, these waves are real, right, though, and they're not very big. Actually, no, they're moderately big. It just looks a bit weird because of the rendering. It's cascade. Oh, now this makes the waves a bit bigger. Although I don't think the waves are actually simulated at all. Here we are. Oh, yes, here we are. Right, now we've got some bigger waves. Let's see how my boat handles with this waves. Here's my boat. No, yep. You can't bob up and down in the water, sadly, or at least not yet. Maybe they'll add this, maybe they won't, but it would be a very cool thing for them to add. This looks pretty cursed, but whatever. Although now we're floating out of the water a bit more. Yeah, we're actually able to take off now.